Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family, Ozzie, Harriet, David, and Ricky. Here is Ozzie, who plays the part of Ozzie Nelson. And, of course, his lovely wife, Harriet, as Harriet Nelson. The older of the Nelson boys, David, appears as David Nelson. And his younger brother, the irrepressible Ricky, played by Ricky Nelson. The Nelsons' next-door neighbor, Thorny, is played by Don DeFore.
How's that, Pop?
Well, that was very good, Rick. In fact, it was perfect right up until the very end here. You didn't put your hand out.
What do I have to put my hand out for?
Well, to signal to the driver in back of you that you're going to stop.
Oh, I know that, Pop, but there's no cars in back of me in the driveway.
Well, nevertheless, you ought to make a habit of it, Rick. So it's second nature. Every time you bring the car to a stop, just automatically stick your hand... Oh! I'm sorry, dear. I was just illustrating a few hand signals to Ricky.
That's all right. I can take it. Say, where have you guys been? I've been waiting for the groceries.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question. We were detained slightly.
We sure were. Guess what happened to Pop downtown?
Please, Rick, let your old dad tell
Where's
this.
the bread?
Harry, you're not listening. It's a very interesting story.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. What were you saying?
Well, you'll never believe this, but I was driving along the road, minding my own business, and all of a sudden, a motorcycle policeman drove up and stopped us.
I can believe it.
Listen to the whole story.
Oh, never mind the build-up. How much was the fine?
There was no fine. You know what a big thing they're making out of Safety Week with the parade and everything? Well, they're giving out safe driving awards, too.
Oh, you got a safe driving award?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
Go ahead, show it to her, Pop.
Here, hold these packages a second. There, how do you like that?
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, I think so. I'll hang it up someplace.
Hey!
I was demonstrating a few things to Rick about safe driving when the police officer stopped us.
Oh?
Don't say oh like that. I always drive carefully anyway.
I know you do. What did you say when he asked you for your driver's license?
Why, he didn't ask me for my license, Harriet. He wasn't giving me a ticket. He was giving me a safe driving award.
Well, what would you have said if he had asked you for it?
Well, I'd have just shown it to him. Well, why do you keep harping on my license?
Because you left it on your dresser.
Holy smokes. How about that? Well, of course, this isn't any big crime.
No, but it could have been pretty embarrassing.
Well, no, not necessarily. A lot of people leave their licenses home. Actually, it wouldn't have made any difference if I left it home or not.
Oh, that's for sure. It expired 2 months ago.
Holy smokes, how about that?
Well, it's lucky I wasn't driving when the cops stopped us. I'd be in jail.
Well, no, Rick, this has nothing to do with you.
Sure it has. All I have is a learner's permit. I'm supposed to have a licensed driver with me.
Well, I'm a licensed driver. I'm a licensed driver whose license has expired.
Seems to me if you're driving with a licensed driver whose license is expired, you're not driving with a licensed driver.
If you want to get technical about it, drive with Dave.
Oh, yeah. Hey, David?
You just told me about the award, Pop. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, son.
I get it.
I think it's a great idea.
Hello?
Well, it's all part of the Safety Week
Yes,
campaign.
he is. It's for you, dear.
Oh, who is it?
I didn't get his name. It's somebody on the Safety Week committee.
Safety Week committee? Maybe they heard about my license expiring. My license expiring. This is very embarrassing. Hello. Well, yes, this is Ozzie Nelson expiring. Speaking. Oh. Yeah. The chief of police. Yes. Tomorrow. Thank you very much. Harriet, guess what?
Well, don't worry, dear. I'll bake a cake with a file in it.
No, that was the chairman of the whole committee. They want me to drive a car in the big parade tomorrow.
Well, good for you.
See, they're going to have all the award winners driving cars, and the various city officials are going to be in it, and each one of us is I'm supposed to drive the chief of police.
Oh.
Gee, how about that?
Hey, that's a great honor, Pop.
Oh, well, thank you, son.
Is it going to be the same as last year?
No, the theme is going to be a little different. They're calling it the progress of transportation. They're going to have a lot of old model cars and all. Sounds interesting, huh, Harriet?
Oh, sounds
Hey,
wonderful,
Rick.
dear. Say, you better go down this afternoon and have your license renewed.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to drive the chief of police with an expired license.
Oh, there's Thorny. Have you told him about the award?
Oh, well, no, I don't want to sound boastful. I mean, I imagine they gave out quite a few of them.
Well, I'll bet they didn't. I think it's something to be very proud of.
Oh, well, Thorny will hear about it sooner or later. Hey, Thorny!
Oz, that's the funniest thing I ever heard of.
I don't see what's funny about it. I think it's a big honor to drive in the parade.
I wasn't laughing at that, but here it is, you're getting an award for being a safe driver, and you don't even have a license.
I have a license. It's just expired. I'm going to get it renewed this afternoon.
Well, you'd better. I hope you studied up for the test.
What do I need to study for? I've been driving a car since I was 16 years old.
Oz, they give you a written exam.
Well, so what? I mean, they're all standard questions.
Well, I know, but they're pretty tricky. They look easy, but there's a catch to them.
Oh, how tricky can they be? You just use your common sense.
Look, why don't you just study up and take it in a couple of days?
Well, I can't do that. I've got to drive the chief of police in the parade tomorrow. I can't drive him without a license. It's getting cold out here.
You ought to wear a sweater.
Well, I'm going to put a top coat on when I go downtown. Besides, it's always warm in the bus.
Bus? Well, aren't you going to drive?
Well, of course not. I'm not going to drive without a license.
Well, look, I'll drive you down there.
Well, why didn't you say so? That's what I've been hinting about.
Hey, wait a minute. Come to think of it, I drove you down to the License Bureau the last time, remember?
Oh, yeah, you got your license renewed at the same time.
Sure.
Now, wait a minute. If you got your license renewed at the same time and mine is expired...
You got bus fare for two?
Oh, I get your coat. Good afternoon. We'd like to get our driver's licenses renewed, please.
Okay, gentlemen.
We came down on the bus.
The bus driver drove.
Okay. Would you step over here, please? Cover your left eye and read the chart on the wall. 5th line from the bottom.
CPVFL.
Other eye, please.
CPVFL.
The next line down.
VECHZL.
Can you read the bottom line?
MADEIN USA. The bottom line.
Made in USA.
What was there?
Do you want me to try the other eye?
No, that won't be necessary. Just take this and answer these questions and mark them either true or false.
Okay. Oh, here, Thorny.
MADEIN.
No. 5th line from the bottom.
Oh. It's the wrong answer for 36.
Sure?
Positive. Watch out for 38. That's a real fooler. Well, that does it. Come over carefully. Watch out for trick questions.
Well, you're in. You only missed 3. Good. Here's your temporary license. Your regular one will come in the mail.
Thank you. Come on, Oz.
Here we are.
What's this?
Oh, I guess I must have erased a little too hard there.
I can't make out the answer. Is it true or false?
That's true.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. You got 4 and 5 right, though. People usually miss those.
Oh, well, thank you.
6 is right, too.
Well, I've been driving quite a while.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 wrong.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means you flunked.
I couldn't have flunked.
I'm sorry. Why don't you take this home and study it and come back Monday?
Well, I can't. I have to have my license today.
I'm sorry, we're closing now.
Well, no, wait a minute. How could I possibly have missed 7 and my friend missed 3? He and I had the same answer. I mean, some of the answers the same, didn't we?
Your friend had an entirely different test. What's the matter?
Well, the man says I missed 7 and flunked the test.
Miss 7? Well, why don't you take the test again?
Well, he won't let me. He says they're closed. Are you sure I missed 7?
Yeah, 7 wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm surprised you missed some easy ones, too. Look at number 10 here. True or false? All vehicles must stop for a red light. True. Sure, it's true. It's probably the easiest one on the list. How could you miss that?
Well, that's just it. See, it's so easy. I was looking for a trick question.
What's tricky about stopping for a red light?
Well, suppose you were driving down the street and you saw a red lantern there. Would you stop and wait for it to turn green?
Look, mister, I don't make out the questions. They just give me a list here with the answers, and I mark them right or wrong. I don't interpret them.
Well, can't I just take the test again now? I know I can pass it. See, I was just looking out for trick questions. I know the answers.
I'm sorry, mister. It's 5 o'clock. The department is officially closed. Come back Monday.
Well, I have to have my license today.
Oz, you can't fight City Hall. Now, you're just wasting your time.
How'd you make out with your driver's test?
Oh, well, you know how those tests are. What are we having for dinner?
Beef stew. I think those tests are a waste of time anyway. The questions are so easy.
Didn't we have beef stew last night?
No, we had it last Tuesday. Did you get that question about the car having to stop for a red light?
Oh, yeah, I think they asked that one.
Well, that's a perfect example. Anybody knows that.
Well, sure. The only thing, though, they make the questions so simple, an intelligent person has difficulty because he's looking for a catch.
Oh, well, all they're interested in is finding out if you know about the basic rules of driving.
Well, yeah, I think a written test is silly anyway. A man is either a good driver or he isn't.
Well, sure. Look at you, for instance. You've got a safe driving award, and it seems kind of silly for you to have to take a test.
Well, sure.
How many questions did you miss?
Are you sure it was Tuesday? That we had the beef stew.
Oh, yes, I'm positive. I only missed 2 questions.
Oh, well, good for you. Thorny missed 3.
But he passed, didn't he?
Yeah, you passed with 3.
And the man said if you missed 6 questions, you had to take the driver's test over again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How many questions did you say you missed?
Oh, here come the boys. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Mom.
Where you guys been?
Oh, Ricky was just driving my car around the block.
Around the block? Well, what took you so long?
It was Ricky. There was this red lantern in the middle of the street, so he stopped and waited for it to change to green.
The law says you're supposed to stop for a red light.
I think maybe you got something there, Rick.
You fellas had better get washed up for dinner.
I see the paper, Pa.
Oh.
Oh, how'd you make out on your driver's test?
Oh, well, you know how those tests are, Dave. Pardon me a second. Is there anything I can do for you, Harriet?
No, thank you. I'm pretty well set. And don't worry, dear. You'll pass the test next time you take it.
Who told you I flunked the test?
You did?
When was that?
The second time we had beef stew on Tuesday.
Hey, Pop, you're famous. Your name's in the paper.
The Harriet? Look, my name is in the paper.
Well, that's wonderful, dear.
Well, no, it's terrible. I'm listed as winning a Safe Driver's Award and driving in the parade tomorrow, and here I don't even have a license.
Holy smokes, Pop. Don't tell me you flunked the test.
Well, David, flunked is a pretty harsh word.
Let's just say he didn't pass. They had the test loaded with untricky questions. Dear, you'd better phone the committee.
It's going to be very embarrassing if I cancel out now. Everybody will know I'm not driving in the parade because I flunked my driver's test. Well, I'll just have to drive anyway and take my chances.
Well, whatever you think, dear.
Harriet, that's what you said when I said I didn't think I ought to drive in the parade.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll all turn out for the best.
The best what?
Oh, whatever you think, dear.
Well, it sure is a nice day for the parade.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Where are you going to meet the chief of police?
Oh, Dave said somebody phoned a little while ago, and a man from the committee is going to drop by and drive me down there. Gee, I sure hope they don't find out about my license.
Oh, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I hope not. After all, it's just a technicality, and I'll be driving the car real slowly, right in the procession itself. And who knows about it? Just you and I and the boys and Thorny.
And the man from the license bureau.
Oh, well, I hardly think we'll run into him.
Would you like to sit down a moment? My father will be right in.
Fine. Thank you very much.
It's the man from the license bureau.
Oh, my goodness.
What am I going to do?
Well, I don't know, but you can't let him sit there.
How do you do, sir? I'll be right with you. I just want to get my coat.
I'm Morrison from the parade committee.
Well, how do you do? My name is Nelson. This is my wife, Mrs. Nelson.
How do you do?
Oh, Mrs. Nelson. Weren't you down at the driver's license bureau about 3 months ago to take your exam?
Well, yes, I was. How about that, dear? Mr. Morrison remembers me.
Oh, well, good for you.
Say, your face looks familiar, too.
Oh, I didn't think you could see it. I just have one of those faces, you know.
Man was in yesterday. He looked just like you.
Oh, how
Had the
about-
most fantastic eyesight I've ever seen.
Have you seen my glasses around here, dear?
They're in your pocket, aren't they? Are you going to do some reading?
No, I just thought of it. Oh, there you are. How do you...
Sure looked a lot like you.
Oh, even with the glasses?
No, he wasn't wearing glasses.
No, an entirely different fellow.
Fantastic eyesight.
Oh, well, shall we get going?
Okay. It's nice to have seen you again, Mrs. Nelson.
Thank you.
Oh, goodbye, Harriet.
You know, Mom, Pop's really getting to like me.
Chief Larson?
That's right.
My name is Nelson. Mr. Morrison said I'd find you here. I'm supposed to drive you in the parade today.
How do you do, Mr. Nelson? May I congratulate you on winning one of our safe driving awards?
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't you think you ought to get into your costume? We're about ready to start, you know.
This is very embarrassing, Chief, but I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to drive you.
What's the matter? Don't you think you could handle one of these old gas burners?
Oh, yeah, I can drive any car at all. But unfortunately, my driver's license is expired.
Why didn't you renew it?
Well, I tried to, but I flunked the test. I knew all the answers, and my eyesight is perfect. I can read anything. Made in USA, anything at all, but I just flunked.
Well, we can't have you miss the parade. I'll tell you what. You wait right here, and I'll go see if I can straighten it out.
Oh, gee, do you think you can?
Well, it's a possibility. After all, I am the chief of police.
I was worried about you.
Oh, we don't have anything to worry about. I just met the chief of police, and he's a wonderful guy. I told him exactly what happened, and he's going to fix me up with some special something or other. Anyway, I'm going to drive in the parade after all.
Oh, that's just great. Is this the car you're going to drive?
Well, I don't know. They haven't assigned the car yet.
Attention drivers. Attention all drivers. Man your cars.
Oh, I have to change into a costume. Don't forget, be on the lookout for me.
Now, we'll wave to you.
Now our cavalcade of old-fashioned transportation. Our city officials being chauffeured by the winners of the Safe Drivers Award. Well, let's give them a big hand, folks. His Honor the Mayor being chauffeured by Joseph Burns. And here comes our city attorney.
Gee, look at that old car, Mom. 1904.
Come on now, folks. Let's give them a big hand. Here they are.
Here's my pop.
Our chief of police being driven by Ozzie Nelson.
Is that really your father?
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first. He doesn't usually wear a hat.
Hiya, Rick. Harriet, Dave.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, Pop.
Hello, dear.
Don't bop that. Leave it to Pop to find a legal way to be illegal.